First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. Mayfield going to the air right away. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. They're trying to find Jamison Williams, and it's 3rd and short. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. Yeah, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
It was just 3rd down and short, but he'd bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
Yeah, that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did. 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. He finds his target. It's Evans. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Lions had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole.
Touchdown, Detroit! Mike Evans with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Lions defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. They go play action. Cousins. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I like the confidence of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Lions will take over. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove, because any guy who's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. Mayfield on play action. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for Detroit. 54 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown.
Sometimes offense, you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within the division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 33. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point, because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. When you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Here's Mayfield. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. A quick throw there out to Williams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play on this the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 2. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Flush to his right. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Cousins sees something. He's going to change this around. 2nd and 5. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Michael Dana showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Mayfield down. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. Here now, 2nd and 4. Mayfield looks to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. Throwing, Mayfield. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. He's got it complete to Gibbs. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Williams brings it in. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. Give them 18 on the play. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it is now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
They go play action. Mayfield. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the 2nd half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and maybe that'll keep it.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Open man is Osborne. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Cousins now. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. The throw over the middle, taken in. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. K.J. Osborne, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Let's go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think it's safe to say they've made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Cousins. It's Dobbins on the out route, bringing it in. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That was a gain of 4. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Cousins on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. K.J. Osborne with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Vikings are back within a score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 79 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you got to believe.
Touchdown, Vikings! K.J. Osborne, a dynamo since the break, 3 third-quarter touchdowns. And the Vikings are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. It's been quite the game for him individually, a trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route, whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he loses the football a second time. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Dobbins again on second down. Wiggles free, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Cousins going to change it up. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Throwing is Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Cousins. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
And in this day and age, I would love to play quarterback in the NFL. Wide open offenses, acrobatic receivers. If you're accurate, you're going to have days like this.
Cousins will try and throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action now. Here's Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Mayfield off the play fake. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Third and long for Mayfield. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 40-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Shrugs him off. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 86 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Play fake. Mayfield. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Here now, 3rd down. Mayfield now. Steps away to his left. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time, Mayfield on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw, got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Now 1st and goal. Montgomery. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. They try again with Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Mayfield. Flushed out right. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point
touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we got ourselves a tie football game. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. On the return, here's Hall. And he returns this to the 22. This is 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. Here comes 2nd down. Cousins. He's got a man, complete. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. So in a teaching moment here, overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Lions now, they'll get the first crack at things here in overtime as we are back underway. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They lost that lead. But ultimately right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to win this thing.
And you know each guy's telling his teammate, just let it go. Don't worry about it. We're starting fresh right here. What happened before does not matter. What happens right now and going forward, that's what matters. Let's find a way to win this game.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. The first throw in overtime for Mayfield now. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Backed up deep in their own territory. They were in search of a cushion, and the cushion was found.
And you have to think total game, even in overtime. As a head coach, field position still counts in this spot. So they had to get out from the shadow of their own goal line, get themselves some breathing room. Obviously, that helps them on offense, but it may help their defense, too. Might be necessary here in OT.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. Inside the 10, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones, sometimes you get bad ones, sometimes you get great ones, and that's what we he had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown, or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked on all the way through that's going to give you the play we saw to win the game? Because I know everyone's thinking that.